This is the pound New Zealand on the 5 range, and we have a head and shoulders that's set up, and it is looking like this on the 5 range. Left shoulder, head. For me, this is the right shoulder just here, higher high, higher close, and then looking for an AB equals CD pattern for targets like this. However, let's just take a look at the higher time frame. At higher time frame, we are down within the wicks just here, and we have just tapped the 18300 psychological number. So typically on the pound pairs, every 100 we do tend to see some form of a reaction. On the 240, because of this wick here, this means that technically we don't have a break below, close below, and we have put in an indecision candle just here. If we go and take a look at the 60, and I'm going to highlight the wicks just here, and you can see just right now we're consolidating. So there is a battle that's going on here. On the 15, there isn't a great deal other than the fact that we came lower, saw a pullback, lower, saw a pullback, and then we've come down to this level, and we are, even though this candle hasn't closed, having a battle here, going a little higher. Let's go and take a look at the 5 range. And really importantly, look what we've done here. We've held structure. This is absolutely key when we're looking at head and shoulders. And so we've got a directional move, the pullback, and move into structure, an initial structure high. That means that we've actually broken above the outside return, and looking for that AB equals CD pattern like that. I am late to this trade because it moved very, very quickly. My entry should have been down here, 10 pips better, but look at what we did at the left shoulder. We held it. So I've gone just 5 pips below the left shoulder, and that means that in terms of risk then, 24 for 27. Just let me make sure that this is drew out correctly. So I'm actually going to want to front run this by a little bit. I've actually got an inverse reward to risk now because I didn't draw that out correctly. But let's wait and see what happens here. Just reduce this down. Yeah, 24 of risk for 23 of reward now. And we are back for the update, and as you can see now, we got the completion of that AB equals CD pattern. It was painful, but this was the turning point. As mentioned, we had the left shoulder. I wish I was monitoring this closer because this would have been just 14 pips of risk for 33 of reward, but in the end I got in late. But I think this just shows the power of working head and shoulders, because here is your higher high, higher close. Yeah, and this would have been just 14 pips for 33. You know, over a 2-to-1, but in the end we've banked a lovely 23 pips. Was painful, as mentioned. We came up, pulled back, and then actually went up, and if you actually look, yeah, we just fell off to the side then. So 23 pips banked.